Yeah, that was an incredible speech that AG Barr made this week, basically calling out corporate America, Steve, to say, look, you cannot collaborate with the Chinese Communist Party, that you are putting profits over the short term ahead of the real issues around national security over the long term. Do you think increasingly companies are getting it, or are they still seeing the opportunity to sell widgets to 1.4 billion people?
Well, they better get it, because he put a shot across the bow when he talked about FARA. And he said, hey, not only he used the word, remember, this is a very smart guy, he used collaborator and appeasement. Okay, collaboration and appeasement. Those words were specifically chosen by Attorney General Barr to put corporate America on notice. Then he talked about FARA. He talked about you guys being lobbyists and actually being unregistered foreign agents. So this is something that he really threw down on. And I got to tell you, it was a magnificent speech. The other ones of the NSA director, of the FBI director, of Pompeo, also have to be reviewed in an entire context of where President Trump is taking this, really, I think, as a war leader on economic and information war. What we have to do today is then stop playing games with the CCP. Stop being a supplicant about this virus. We have to tell them, I believe, you turn over every piece of information, you open up the P4 lab, you let Americans and other scientists from around the world go in there and interview everybody, get every document, or we're going to cut you off. We're going to cut you off from the U.S. dollar. We're going to sanction your banks, and we're going to sanction the highest members of the Chinese Communist Party, Wang Qishan and Xi. It's time for, President Trump's got a great saying, no games. It's time to stop playing games with this murderous dictatorship.
Yes.
They lied. The American people have died. Their own people have suffered immensely. The Chinese Communist Party people, the Chinese people, the people there are innocent victims of this dictatorship. Bill Barr called it out. Right now, Secretary of State Pompeo is to say, you open up every lab, and the Secretary of Treasury should come in with the backing of the President of the United States and say, we're off the dollar, we're sanctioning every bank, we're going to sanction individuals until you come clean, and we can get therapeutics and a vaccine and know exactly what this thing is. Listen, this thing being asymptomatic, this thing being impervious to humidity and heat, this thing targeting the most vulnerable population, the aged, comorbidities, minorities. This virus we know very little about. It's time for them to stop hiding the information.